up, y'all? I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be giving this 613 frontal wig some dark brown roots and an ash blonde color. As y'all can see, I just showed y'all is minimum shedding. This wig was actually a great wig. Did not shed a lot for it to be 613. So I got this, well, my client got this wig from JGMI hair company. This is my first time working with this company, so I'll leave the details in the description if y'all want to go purchase this wig. But anyways, so now I'm just what I did was, well, first of all, don't be like me, please wear gloves. I didn't have any at the moment, so I just was freestyling. But please wear gloves if you don't want it to get messy or mess up your nails, get dye on your nails or whatever. But I parted the wig in 3 sections. I parted the frontal all the way out from the tracks, and then I just did a part down the middle because she is doing the middle part. The part wasn't perfect, but I just did it so I could see how it would look. And I'm taking my Adore number 110 darkest brown. That's the name of the dye that I'm using. It is semi-permanent. If you use Adore, you know that it's not a permanent dye. So I'm just sectioning out parts excuse me, and I'm applying the dye with my tail comb. This is easier for me, and I think it would be easier for anybody because the perks of this, doing it this way instead of with a brush, is not as messy, and it prevents you from getting dye on the lace. So I learned this method from Stay by Jordan, and it just worked for me every time, because if you do it with the brush, you might get too much dye on the brush and then it might leak out onto the lace, and you don't want that. We don't want dye on the lace. You could just mess up your whole wig like that. So yeah, and when you're doing this, just make sure you don't put too much dye on the comb. You could just go back and dip because you'd rather get a little bit than too much. At least if you have a little bit on there, you could just keep dipping and going back and getting it how you want it. So yeah, I'm just doing that. And when you do this, make sure you are lifting up the piece that you're doing and doing underneath it and above it. Don't just do above it. On the top. Go flip it over and do under it also. I'm sorry, y'all. So now, yeah, that's what I'm doing. You're just gonna keep doing that. Just keep parting it out and applying that dye on the top and the bottom. And make sure you're really getting it on the roots so you won't see no blonde hair. That is the goal. You don't want no blonde roots. So yeah, keep watching. So I finished that side. I was just being silly, y'all. But I finished that side. I'm at the top now. And I'm just applying that dye to the top. The same method, okay? So just apply it to the top. Make sure you get in the roots, y'all. I can't stress it enough. Make sure you get the roots because it will look really bad if you have brown, halfway, and then right at the root you have blonde. Like, it's not gonna look right at all. So make sure you're just getting every piece of blonde hair at the root. And you're just doing the roots. Don't put too much. Don't go too far down. You're just getting the roots. And this is really a look. Like, I did this look before, but it was a more of a like honey brown instead of a dark brown. But my client wanted a dark brown, so whatever they want, they get. So as you can see, this side is done. I'm just touching it up and lifting the hair, making sure I didn't miss no spots. Now you're gonna do the same exact thing to the next side. So boom, that side is done. As I can see, it is even. When I say it's even, the other side matches the next side. I don't have too much color on one side more than the other, okay? It's even and everything is brown. All the roots are brown. Okay, so touching it up again. Touching it up is a very important part. So you just make sure you have all the roots, like I said before. As I can see, it's looking good right now. I'm loving it. I'm really loving this. So now I'm proceeding to the back of the head. The thing with the roots, you do not have to start from the very bottom and put color on the roots all the way at the bottom, like on each track is what I'm trying to say, because nobody's gonna see the bottom of your hair. Like the only part they're gonna see when you're doing roots is the top. So I sectioned out like maybe 3 tracks, I think I did, and I'm just gonna do those roots for the 3 tracks. I'm not gonna do nothing behind that or below it. So I'm just sectioning it out. And I am doing, you don't have to do it like track by track, but I started off with 1 track, but then I noticed like I can do like 2 at one time. So I did the first track by itself, and then I did the last 2 together. I just made sure I got the top and underneath. So yeah, keep watching. So now I'm just going in and fixing whatever that I missed. And making sure I get the sides and everything, y'all. You have to make sure you get the sides. Don't skip nothing that is going to be seen. Anything that's going to be seen, you need to make sure that brown dye is on the roots thoroughly. Not just, you can't miss a spot. So now that that's done, I'm just showing y'all what it's looking like right now. It's looking good. Everything is even. Everything is in place. All the roots are brown. So you're going to leave it in up for about 15 minutes. And then you're going to rinse it out. And that's the look. And now I'm going in with my Color Charm permanent liquid hair toner. This is color T27. It's a medium beige blonde. So I told y'all I'm going for like an ash blonde look. My client wants an ash blonde look. It is her birthday, so y'all know I had to really put my foot into this. Okay, so once again, I'm just sectioning out the hair. And when I section out the hair, I think I mentioned it already, but I'm just sectioning out the frontal from the rest of the tracks. And then, yeah, just section that part out. Use your clips to clip it, you know, keep everything else out the way. And once again, use gloves. Don't be like me, y'all. Please don't. I have no gloves. And right there, I had picked up the dye with my brush and just the whole thing just fell on the floor. I was so mad. So I'm just going in. For this part, I am using my dyeing brush. Just because I'm just doing, you know, the hair and not just roots. So it can kind of get a little messy. But not messy, but y'all know what I mean. So another fucking thing, sorry, excuse me, another thing of the dye dropped on the floor. So I was just like, fuck this brush, I'm gonna use my hands. And I just started picking up the dye and putting it onto the hair. Yeah, so I just started doing it with my hand, and I did it throughout the whole wig and make sure I got it on there real good. Then I rinsed it out and boom, this is the final look. As I can see, the hair is more of an ash blonde. It is not as bright as it was. This was the look we was going for, and I understood the assignment, okay? Period. So if y'all like how this came out, please leave a like, comment down below if you want to try this look. Comment down below anything you learned or videos y'all want to see me do next. And make sure y'all subscribe, okay? Thank you so much. I will be back with more videos. Stay tuned. Bye.